The night sky over Aleppo trembles with the sound of war. And the toll has been terrible. Parts of this once grand city have been eviscerated. Thousands have lost their lives. And as the fighting spreads, many parts of Syria now look like this. In the last few weeks, rebel fighters have made key gains here in the north. Towns, military bases, airfields. These streets have the misfortune to lie beside their next and biggest target so far, Aleppo International Airport. Too much has been lost to think of winners and losers, but make no mistake, the rebellion is advancing.
It's now just a few hundred metres away from the airport. I can actually see the airstrip there and the main airport buildings. This is now a key strategic target for the rebels. They managed to take many of the other big facilities. If they take this, not only will it have been a strategic success, but also an important symbolic victory.
Controlling the airport means wiping out the Syrian army in Aleppo. It could deal a fatal blow to their morale, and it would be a major boost for us, as well as giving us a great military asset.
Civilians pay the highest price for this ambition, a battle for Syria's future that makes refugees of its own people. We sped south past artillery and mortar positions mounted on the hills in the distance. An army column's been trying to advance to protect the airport. But the rebels have moved in to stop it. The ground bears witness to the brutality of the fight. And the black flag planted in the roundabout lets everyone know who's leading the resistance. Armed jihadis engaged in a holy war. We saw foreign fighters from Libya, Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Together with Syrian Islamists, they seem to dominate the front lines. They have a reputation for being tough, disciplined and brave. Some fear these men want a hardline Islamic state, far removed from what began as a call for freedom and democracy. But without help from elsewhere, many Syrians are simply glad of their support. And their mounting success. But there's another reason to worry about what's happening here. Only a few kilometers away is the vast military complex of Al-Safira, believed by some to store part of Syria's suspected chemical weapons stock. And it's in the rebel sights. The town of Al-Safira has been pounded relentlessly in a fight that resonates far beyond Syria's borders.
Towns like Al-Safira across Syria seem to have borne the brunt of much of the fighting and certainly much of the government shelling. There were as many as 170,000 people, including refugees, living here when the attacks began, and today it's pretty much empty.
Hundreds of people were killed, thousands were injured, no hospitals to treat them, nobody to save them, nobody is interested in their sufferings. And the Syrian army, the regime's army, is above the hill here near the city. They can come to the city, kill its people at any time. They kill women, children, burn houses, commit massacres, and nobody in the whole world is interested or really wants to help the Syrian people.
It's 2 years since this began. Hope that it will or even can end soon has passed. And Syrians feel alone and abandoned by much of the world. Ian Pannell, BBC News, in Al-Safira.